Hello friends, welcome to G-Centric. So in this lecture, we will see the questions based on three-phase circuits. So this was asked in question number 243, it was asked in 2018 electrical branch. So it says a three-phase load is connected to a three-phase balanced supply. So we know that it is a balanced supply. Okay, if a VAN is equal to 100, 0 degree. VBN equal to 100 angle minus 120, VCN is equal to 100 angle minus 240. The value of R for zero current in the neutral wire is. So now what they have asked, they have given the phase voltages. Okay, so this is VAN. Okay, so this will be VBN. And here, from here to here, it will be VCN. Okay, so they have already given these voltages, right? So this is 100 angle 0 degree. This is 100 angle minus 120. And from here to here, okay, this is 100 angle minus 240, or you can take it as 100 angle plus 120 degrees, right? So now what they have asked us to find, we have to find the value of this R when the neutral current is 0. Now this is an unbalanced load, right? We do not know the value of R and it is minus J10, it is plus J10. So it is an unbalanced condition. So in unbalanced condition, the relation of current will be IA plus IB. Okay, I'll write here up. IA plus IB plus IC will not be equal to 0. Right, but here they have already mentioned that IA plus IB plus IC, or you can take it as not equal to IN as well, but they have said it is equal to 0. Okay, so when they have mentioned it as 0, we will take this current as 0 for the unbalanced load condition. Now we have to find the value of R. Now we know that, so if this is VAN, then we can write this using Ohm's law, right? It is a phase voltage now. They have already given the phase voltage. This is also phase value of the resistor, and it is a phase current because line current will be equal to IPH. So it does not make a difference. So all things are in phase. So we can write the Ohm's law. VAN by R. Then from V to N we have VBN divided by minus J10 plus VCN divided by plus J10 equal to 0. Substitute the value of VN, we will write everything in terms of VAN. Okay, so this is 100 angle 0 degree divided by R plus we have 100 angle minus 120. This you can write it as 10 angle minus 90 degree plus 100 angle plus 120 divided by 10 angle plus 90 degree equal to 0. Right, so now when you solve this one, 100 by R plus 10 angle, when 90 goes up it is minus 30 plus 10 angle plus 30 equal to 0. Now to solve this for this R condition, R means it does not contain any imaginary part. Okay, sorry, imaginary will be equal to 0. So that means this 10 angle minus 30 degree, when you open 10 cos 30 minus J sin 30, this imaginary term with this one will get cancelled. How? So 10 cos again 30 degree plus J sin 30 degrees. Alright, here it is 100 by R. So this plus J sin 30 and this minus J sin 30 will get cancelled. So you can put the value of cos 30 and cos 30. Okay, then you can solve this for R. So you will get R equal to, the value is 5.77 ohms. Okay, so this is the value. The answer is simple. What you have to know, it is an unbalanced condition where it will not be equal to 0. But in the question they have given that in the neutral current the I will be equal to 0. So you have to equal it to 0. Take the phase voltages, phase currents. Okay, you check whether VA is a phase voltage or line voltage. Everything should be in phase. Write it down, solve it, and you will get the answer. Okay, so this is how you will solve this question. Next, coming to 244th question. There it was asked in GATE 2014 in electrical branch. So what it says, so this is line C. Okay, the line A to neutral voltage is 10 amplitude is 10 and angle is 15 degrees for a balanced 3-phase star connected load. So they have already given it as a balanced 3-phase star connected load. So it's a balanced load. Okay. So in balanced load, IA plus IB plus IC will be equal to 0. And the phase sequence also they have given as ABC. So we'll take it as positive phase sequence. The voltage of line B with respect to line C is given by. So they have asked the line voltages. What they have given? They have given a phase voltage. Okay, so now before that we will try to eliminate the options from here, how much ever it is possible. Okay, so magnitude is also there, angle is also there. Now we can directly find out the amplitude. How? It is given as VAN equal to, or you can take it this as V phase is 10 angle 15 degrees. So we know the relation in star connection. Okay, in star connection we have the relation between VL and V phase as √3 times PH. Okay, so now when we are only calculating amplitude, we will take only 10. So this is 10√3. So in the options we have 10√3, whereas C option does not satisfy. Means we are left with 3 options. Now we have got the amplitude. This question we will solve it by phasor. We have phase sequence as A, B, C. Okay, we will draw phase sequence, positive phase sequence. Okay, ideally we used to take VAN at 0 degree, right? It is at 0 degree the reference. Then VBN, okay, by 120 degree. Then this is VCN, correct? This was positive phase sequence when VAN was at 0 degrees. But now we have starting reference with 15 degree, right? It is starting from, the reference is not starting at 0 but at 15 degree. It's a positive angle 50 degree. So our phasor rotation is in this direction, right? Phasor is in anti-clockwise. So when you go anti-clockwise, it is positive phase sequence, right? Now, sorry, it's not positive phase sequence. I meant to say positive phasor rotation. Phase sequence will go in this direction, clockwise direction. So now everything we will shift 15 degrees. Okay, so this is VAN. Okay, how much is the, from reference to this one, how much it is? 15 degree. So this will be our new reference. Similarly here also it will shift. This is also 15 degrees. Okay, VCN. Here also it will shift by 15 degrees. Now what they have asked us, we have to find the voltage of line voltage B and C. So this can be written as VBN minus VCN, correct? We have seen in the previous lecture how this has come. Okay, so now this is positive VCN. I can take this as negative. Okay, this is negative VCN. Now what is the angle? Okay, till from here to here. Okay, this was, I'll do it with red color. This is, okay, we will just cut this line so that it won't be confusion. Okay, this is negative VCN. Fine. From this is our new reference. Okay, because 15 degree it has been shifted. According to this, VBN is at minus 120 degree, right? So from here to here it is 120 degree because it is still a positive phase sequence with balanced supply. Okay. This is 120 degree. Now when it is bisecting these two, then this will be 60 degrees, right? Now we have to find the VBC. So using the parallelogram vector addition, we will extend this one. Okay, and here also we will extend this one. And this new line, what we get? This is VBC, correct? This is VBC. And how much this angle will be now? 30 degrees. Okay. Now, we have got this as VBC. How do you calculate the angle now? this is 60 degrees, okay. 60 plus 15 will give you 75 degrees. But now it is going in the anti-clockwise direction, okay. Phasor rotation is in the anti-clockwise, but we are coming downwards. That means it should be a negative angle. To calculate this, we must have a negative angle. So in the options, this and this will get cancelled, okay. So these both are cancelled. Now we are left with minus 75 and minus 90. So 15 plus 60 is 75 degrees, right. Now this is total angle is this much, right. We have to calculate from here to here. So 60 plus 15, it will be minus 75, okay. We have already 10 root 3 as our answer. So option number B is your correct answer. Fine, this is about the phasor thing. We will see one more question and we will switch on to next questions. Okay, so coming to question number 245, they have given 3 equal star connected impedance. So it's a balanced load, okay. How much power does it draw? 8 kilowatts, 0.8 power factor lag, okay. So when connected to a 460 volt 3 phase 3 wire supply, okay. When does it draw 8 kilowatts? When it is connected to 460 volt 3 phase supply. So when nothing is given, it is a line voltage. Keep it in mind, by default it is a line current. Similarly, if they haven't given any type of connection mentioned, now here it is star connected, so we have to take star. If it's not given, by default it will be a star connected, okay. So next, the line currents. They have asked to find the line currents if one impedance is short circuited, okay. Till now we have Z1 equal to Z2 equal to Z3 because it's a balanced supply. Now what they are telling, Z1 will be equal to Z2, but Z3 is short circuited. Let us take this, one of the impedances short circuited. I am taking Z3 as short circuited path. Now till now we have found this one, but we do not know current. So first we will find the line current or the phase current, because in star connection both are equal. We have P is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi, right. Root 3 VL IL cos phi. We have 8 kilowatts, 8000. Take this root 3 down, okay. VL is over here. We will take V phase 460 by root 3, okay. That is V phase, or you can take directly 460 only, okay, into cos phi is how much? They have given 0.8, which will give you IL, which is also equal to I phase. So I have the answer for this one. It is 12.55 amperes. 12.55 amperes. Okay, till here it is clear. Now we will draw the 3-phase circuit. Okay, so first we have one supply, next one more supply and another supply. Okay, we have impedance. Let us take this Z1, Z2, okay, this as Z3, and we will connect. There is no neutral, okay, they have given it already 3-wire system. Fine, this is the value, and we have phase voltage. Since it's a balanced supply, 460 by root 3 will be same all over the circuit, right? So this is 460 by root 3, 0 degrees. With respect to this, this will lag by minus 120. This will be plus 120, right? Now we have got IL also. What is IL? Let us take this current as IA, IB, IC. Okay, these are the line currents which we have to find out when this is short circuited. Okay, we have taken Z3 to be short circuited. Okay, so now this angle, how do we find these IA, IB and IC? Okay, how do we find that one? First thing is, take this voltage, see over here, apply nodal analysis. Okay, this is the reference voltage. Okay, so now this is nothing but V3. If this is V3 equal to 460 by root 3, okay, this will only appear over here and here also, right? V3 is equal to 460 by root 3 angle 120 degrees. Now if I take this minus this divided by Z1, okay, I will get the value of IA. Similarly, if I take the value V3 minus this divided by Z2, and here directly we have the IC current flowing. But before that we have to find the value of Z1 and Z2. So how do we find out that one? We know that 12.55 ampere is there. The current is there. We know the phase voltage also. And impedances are same in balanced supply. So ZPH will be equal to VPH upon IPH. What is the value of VPH? 460 by root 3, and IPH is, we have found out, 12.55, and this angle is 0 degree. So this must be also, there will be some angle for this one. What is that angle? We have cos phi is 0.8. Okay, so phi will be 36.86. Okay, put it over here. Since it is lagging, we have to put minus sign, and ZPH we will get it as, how much is the value of ZPH? 21.16. Okay, 21.16. When this will go up, it will become positive angle. Okay, ohms. So this is only equal to Z1 equal to Z2 equal to Z3. Okay. Now we have all the values, but we are not going to consider Z3. So now, how do you find the line current IA? Okay. 460 by root 3, 120 minus 460 root 3, 0 degree divided by 21.16 angle 36.86. So you will get the IA value as, okay, I will just I have it over here, 21.73 angle is 66.86 minus 66.86 amperes. Now here there is a mistake. The current direction is in this way. Okay, it's already there, current direction. So this will be at higher potential than this one. So here this will be positive and here it will be negative. Same thing here, this is at the higher side potential, that is lower potential. So when you calculate, you will get IB as 21.73 angle minus 66.86 ampere and IC as 37 point, angle is 126 point minus 126.86, okay, amperes, and for IC you will get 37.63 angle 83.14. Okay, so these are the answers. So when you put it in the calc, you will get these answers. Now here is one more point to observe. What is that point? If you see here, IA is to IB is to IC. If you see only the amplitude, okay, so this is 21.73, 21.73, and this is 37.63. So what does it mean? 1:1 root 3 ratio when it is only for the balanced supply or balanced load. Okay, supply will be balanced, but this is for balanced load. Okay, so this is one of the note point. Okay, so notice down. So in the next lecture we will solve few more problems and we will end the 3-phase circuits. Thank you.